Hi everyone, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary, bringing you the news that matters most around the globe. Police in Holland have been busy training eagles to attack drones considered hostile. Basically, the Dutch have actually become more American than the US. It's amazing to think that after all this time, America has never considered using the bald eagle in any form of defense in our nation, whether domestically or in foreign warfare. In fact, the last known documented source of a bald eagle attacking anything was Donald Trump's head. And while that's admirable, it clearly shows that our country needs to step up its game. Bring on the bald menace of patriotism and destruction. And while we're at it, let's see if we can find a way to make it shoot red, white, and blue lasers from its eyes.
Cannabis company Foria recently developed weed tampons. You heard that right. The product is a tampon-shaped capsule that is made up of shea butter and THC. The purpose of these weed pons are to ease any cramps or discomfort while not getting you completely stoned. The product is only available for sale in California and Colorado, where marijuana is legal for recreational use, and are priced at $11 per pond. The only downfall to this new product is that it has yet to be approved by the FDA, as there is minimal to no official research to prove safety or effectiveness. So ladies, just be careful the next time you want to get your uterus high.
A man in New York City was caught on video capturing pigeons and hauling them into his van. Which begs the question, who's stealing my birds? Don't you understand that I need them for when I return to New York and form my ultimate pigeon army? They're going to ensure my victory, and I need every single one. I have plans for those birds.
In late January, a booster club in North Georgia held a fundraising raffle for their high school's wrestling team. Among the items being raffled is a 9mm handgun. This obviously triggered some outrage throughout the community. Some parents find this to be a ridiculous item to give away to high school students, as guns are dangerous and teens don't know how to use them properly. But on the other hand, some parents are too busy hunting and drinking to give a damn. Well, just goes to show that at this high school, it's officially easier to get a gun than it is to get a driver's license.
Police in Seattle were notified of a robbery and arrived in time to witness the burglar climb to the rooftop and make it rain with his stolen loot. He then proceeded to strip off his shirt and smoke a cigarette before climbing down. His behavior was questionable, but the real puzzlement here is why he was arrested for his actions. He was dishing out free money. Granted, it was money he stole from the house below him, but that doesn't change the fact that if he chose to share it with the townsfolk, he's like a Robin Hood-themed stripper, and his gig is that he gives you money.
Take note, boys. A spider was found with an erection that lasted around 99 million years. Now, it's not exactly what you think, but keep that pencil handy. A cousin of today's daddy longleg was fossilized some 99 million years ago and was just finally dug up in Burma. Finding old fossils is cool and all, but what made this find so unique is that this spider died while he was fully aroused. Yep, you heard me. He had a big old erection, which was nearly half his body length. This will be the only time you hear me say this, but geez, I wish I was a spider. Anyway, the spider didn't get so lucky as he had hoped. The tree that he was resting on leaked a resin that dripped down and consumed his entire body in what is now a chunk of amber. Wow, 99 million years is a long time to have an erection. And to think, those women like Mary only want a solid 10 minutes of your time. If a spider can last that long, so can you men. Pencils down.
A man in Melbourne, Australia has decided to go on a potato-only diet for an entire year in order to improve his health. The man in question, Andrew Taylor, says that so far his diet has shown promising results. The only drawback being the string of threatening emails and phone calls he received from two suspects identified only as a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, who are demanding he sees the impulsive spud aside.
A new public health ad in Canada gets unintentionally raunchy with their new campaign. The ad features the phrase, "Are you getting enough D?" But rest assured, the marketing team isn't referring to the male genitalia. They're referencing vitamin D. I mean, of course, with 4 women featured on the front of the ad, who would assume they're talking about getting perverts?
A 2-year-old puppy accidentally ran a local half marathon in Alabama. Recently, the bloodhound took off a dirt path and after an hour and a half ended up taking an impressive 7th place. The Elkwon Half Marathon committee members awarded the canine with a medal for hounding the competition.
Texting and driving? More like sexting and driving. A Detroit man was distracted while driving and as a result crashed his vehicle, according to the police. The man had been watching a full-length porn movie on his cell phone, which was responsible for the accident. They rolled the man dead at the crime scene, but died doing what he loved, watching Wet n Wild girls get it on.
A 16-year-old boy in England died from applying too much deodorant. Instead of showering daily like a normal teen, the boy would instead spray half a can of deodorant on his body to mask the odor. When police investigated the scene, they discovered 42 aerosol cans in his room. The death was ruled an accident, but really, the mother should be blamed for this since she never taught her son how to properly bathe.
Gerald Kujawa, a homeless man in San Antonio, deliberately set a man's house on fire. The victim told police he was trying to help Kujawa by allowing him to stay in his home for a couple of days. And this is how he decides to repay him? Talk about a housewarming gift. But it gets worse. While the man was at work, he received a text from Kujawa stating, "I loved and enjoyed seeing your house on fire." Which raises the ultimate question here. What kind of homeless man has access to a cell phone? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary.
You stay beautiful, Indiana.
To be alone. There are people out there who care. Verbal abuse is the most continuous form of abuse that follows you, but it doesn't have to. No need to be one of the 3.2 million students bullied each year. Speak out and seek help. Let's end bullying together.
Well, I grew up, loved drawing, making movies and painting.
Ever since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a comedian.
Thought I had it all figured out.
I always did really great in school, got really good grades. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular things.
And,
I thought that I had it all figured out.
you know, I always thought I'd make something of myself. And then I decided to drink and drive.
Next thing I know, I was off-road going down a hill. And I'm dead.
I thought I had everything planned out.
I thought I had it all planned out. I never thought that one decision would end my life.
And then I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
Until I decided to drink and drive.
I thought I had it all figured out. Until I decided to drink and drive.
Dress up your cup. March is National Nutrition Month, the perfect time to make a healthy change in your life. The next time you're thirsty, reach for a water instead of a sugary soda. This simple choice will cut 10 teaspoons of sugar and over 100 calories from your diet. Want to increase your water consumption? Keep a water bottle handy throughout the day. Try adding a small amount of 100% fruit juice to your water for a tasty, refreshing, low-calorie drink. You can also add fruit to your water for extra flavor without the added sugar.
Hi guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Malik, and this is Hollywood News.
Amy Schumer has grabbed the media's attention after accusations were made stating Schumer has been stealing jokes. Some comedians believe that Schumer has taken jokes from their personal stand-up bits and used them in her own movie Trainwreck, TV show Inside Amy Schumer, and even her own stand-up routines. Schumer denies these reports of ever stealing material and says she works hard to come up with the original material. Some of the stolen material includes one of her TV sketches, Sleep Gym, where people work your body out for you. And let's be real, you'd be lying if you said you never wish someone could work out for you. So what do you guys think? Do you think Amy's stealing?
Definitely. I believe, like, if I'm a comedian and I write my own jokes and I see that you're on HBO and you're saying my jokes, of course you're stealing.
Right.
I disagree. I think as a comedian, it's really hard to like come up with completely original material.
Right.
I've thought of things that I've seen or heard later on in comedy skits that I had never heard before, and it was like the exact same ideas, and it wasn't like I was stealing them. It was just a joke that came up between me and my friends or me and my siblings that someone else had thought of or, you know, elaborated on in their own pieces. So I feel like it's, you know, really common for comedians to have clashing, you know, ideas or skits or whatever. And some of the comedians that are claiming that she's stealing are from the 80s and 90s, so they're from decades ago, and she probably hasn't seen any of their stand-up. So it's like, it's not like she's directly stealing. Well, I don't think she's directly stealing from people that were, you know, from a good time ago.
That's true, very true.
But anyway, moving on. Grease Live was aired the other week and caught the attention of thousands of viewers. Grease is the word, but our word was just in reference to the total performance. The cast included a few well-known stars like Vanessa Hudgens, Carly Rae Jepsen, Carlos de la Vega, Keke Palmer, and Julianne Hough. Some of the highlights of the show included Vanessa Hudgens' outstanding performance as Rizzo just hours after her father's passing, Julianne's dance moves, and of course the other incredible dance numbers and amazing vocals. But overall, the production was subpar, and there were a lot of unnecessary add-ins like Carly Rae's original song that had no place in the 50s and definitely not today. Did anyone here watch it?
I didn't really watch it, but I heard a lot about it on Twitter. I heard it was kind of...
I'm gonna agree with that. I watched it, and after like 15 minutes, I wanted to shut it off. I was not happy with it. Like, Grease is my favorite movie. Growing up, that's all I watched, and I feel like this performance really just like did the show dirty.
Were the actors like...
I think some of the actors were good, like Vanessa Hudgens, Carlos de la Vega, like Nikki, Rizzo, and Danny, I think were like the best. But I think some of the other actresses were just really like not fit for their roles. And
I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't watch it. I just heard it got a lot of bad reviews. Didn't meet up to par. It's a household movie. There's going to be a lot of hype. You know, people, you know, they pay to go see it. They want to see a good performance, and just didn't meet that standard.
Exactly. It's a classic, and it's hard to one up a classic.
So, Kanye West is no stranger when it comes to making a fool out of himself. But I think this time it takes the gold. Kanye went on a multiple tweet Twitter rant about his newest album. Shortly after Wiz tweeted, "Hit the KK and become yourself." So naturally, Kanye thought it was about Kim Kardashian. I mean, duh, who wouldn't think KK is a reference to Kim Kardashian, like, right? All the world revolves around Kim Kardashian, right? Like, I mean, finally, after digging himself into a never-ending hole, tweeting horrible things about Wiz and his baby mama, eventually making a comment about Wiz's kid, Wiz finally replied with, "KK means weed, fool," meaning his own line of marijuana, Khalifa Kush. Kanye later apologized, and Kim K and Amber Rose sat down and exchanged some thoughts, too. It's all good now, according to Wiz, proving that nothing in this world can better this famously calm rapper. He definitely hit the KK before the Twitter feud, but that's none of my business. So, was anyone updated on the Twitter rant? What did you guys think about it?
I mean, I followed it. Like, I saw it happen like right from the first tweets, and I was so excited to like follow that because I love that stuff. But yeah, it was definitely another one of Kanye's stunts. Like, definitely up there with the "I'm gonna let you finish," but
Kanye. Yeah, he gets a lot of publicity, and most of it is bad. I feel like he just, you know, jumped to conclusions on this one. Definitely. He just released the album. He needs to focus on that, focus on his career and everything else. Stay away from from people like that. And I don't know, just Twitter, you know, there's always going to be feuds.
Yeah, and it's like his colleague. Like, he's a fellow rapper and things like that. And he brought Wiz Khalifa's kid into it. Like, you just don't bring like a 3-year-old child into it. I feel like that's not right. The kid had nothing to do with any of it. Definitely not fair.
Yeah, and he was like numbering things like from 1 to like 20, just like
Yeah,
going
just
in.
going
It's
in
too
on
much.
it.
It's just too much.
But anyway.
If you're familiar with the BBC channel, you're probably familiar with David Attenborough. He is the voice behind all the narrations of the series Planet Earth. Recently, on an episode of Jimmy Kimmel, Snoop Dogg hosted a segment called Planet Earth. But instead of describing what was happening, he was more questioning what was happening. Snoop might not know the difference between a monkey and a chimpanzee, or a fox and a squirrel, but hey, for effort, Snoop, if you want to have a good laugh, we suggest you give it a watch. He might not know the difference between species, but at least he knows the difference between his cookies and brownies. So does anyone think this will be ridiculously funny or ridiculously stupid?
I really don't think that it's going to be stupid. I think that it's going to be kind of funny because Snoop kind of has like a really good sense of humor.
Right.
So
that is true.
I think it's going to be probably funny.
I feel like it would be hilarious because Snoop's hilarious. If you listen to him talk about anything, whether it's like politics or death or whatever, like he can just go in on it. Like he's great.
True.
And I've seen clips of him like narrating it, and like they'll start killing each other, and he just like freaks out a little bit, and it's hilarious. Like it's much more entertaining than some guy like reading things monotonely about like how nature takes its course. I'd much rather hear Snoop Dogg. Rob Kardashian has committed the biggest crime in the Kardashian family. He started to date someone that the family does not approve of. Rob has recently been seeing Blac Chyna, who is the baby mama of the statutory rapist Kylie Jenner is currently seeing Tyga. Chyna is also best friends with Amber Rose, who is the ex of Kim Kardashian's current husband, Kanye West, also in the fight we were talking about earlier. When the news of Rob seeing his new girlfriend came out, Khloe Kardashian tweeted, "You never go against the family." However, reports are saying that Chyna has been a great influence on Rob, and he has become a happier person and has even started losing weight. What do you guys think? Is this a match made in heaven, or do you think Blac Chyna is using Rob for the family ties and some weird plot against Kylie?
Look, I hope that she's not, using him and with him for all the wrong reasons. If he's making changes positively, losing weight, all this other stuff, I'm all for it. That's basically where I stand.
Yeah, I think that he is actually, like, he's losing, like you said, like he's losing weight.
Yeah.
He's actually like going outside. Before he was like in the house, always eating, getting fat. Yeah, so I think like it could be some plot to like, cause they both are like outcasts from the family. So it's like they could be kind of like plotting revenge on them, but at the same time I think that they're both helping each other. So.
Yeah, and I mean I think it's definitely good that he's been getting out of the house more. Like we've been seeing him like in the tabloids, and good for him. Like I'm glad he's like getting his life on track. Exactly. But I do think it's a little bit weird that it's possible that Rob and Kylie could both be the step parents to the same child.
You gotta keep that into play.
It's a little, a little shaky there. I don't know.
Fans of the classic mother-daughter show Gilmore Girls are finally getting the season ending that they deserved. After the disaster that was season 7, Netflix has agreed to 4 90-minute episodes revolving around the 4 seasons, spring, summer, and fall, and winter. This is just another show that Netflix has given a revival to. At the end of the month, Fuller House, a revival of the 90s sitcom Full House, will be debuting. With all the shows that are getting a second chance to come back, some shows you would love to see a reunion or another season of. Another Super Bowl? What?
Another Super Bowl has come.
Oh, we have another thing?
Wait, no. I feel like I missed the word or something.
It's all right.
The question is, other shows you wish would come back or something like that.
Oh, it was okay.
Oh, are there other shows?
You skipped the line.
I did? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Close like I skipped something. Okay.
Fans would
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fans of the classic mother-daughter show Gilmore Girls are finally getting the season ending they deserved after the disaster that was season 7. Netflix has agreed to 4 90-minute episodes revolving around the 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter. This is just another show that Netflix has given a revival to. At the end of the month, Fuller House, a revival of the 90s sitcom Full House, will be debuting. With all of the shows that are getting a second chance to come back, what are the shows you would love to see a reunion on or another season of?
Well, I'm really excited about the Fuller House thing because I grew up on that show. Like, I just love them.
Right.
If I could see another show come back, it would probably be Friends, because I heard that reunion that's supposed to go down is just like a talk show, like nothing about like the characters or like anything like that. So I would love to see like a Where Are They Now thing for them.
I'll be honest. You already said it, Friends. It's a great show. For that to come back would be a big deal. this is great for Netflix and great for people who are actually fans of this because they grew up on this, and for it to come back and they have it right there on Netflix for them to watch and reminisce. I just think it's good for everyone.
Yeah, I think pretty much because a lot of shows that we watched as kids, like when they ended, we kind of like cried.
Yeah, like you like mourn the loss of your friends. Like you grew so close to them over time.
So many memories though. Yeah,
best friends.
So definitely, this is a good opportunity for shows to come back.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the news out of Hollywood. I'm Justin.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Malik.
Stay tuned for your weekly advice with Mary.
Once is nice, but take home half and enjoy it twice. Restaurant portions can be large. When you start to feel full, don't hesitate to ask for a box to take home part of your meal. Then you can enjoy it a second time. For more information on making healthy food choices every day, go to eatright.org. It's one choice you won't regret. Make sure to refrigerate your leftovers as soon as possible.
Eating healthy is something we all strive for. My name is Michelle Miller, and I'm a dietetic intern at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Through education and awareness, I'm going to show you the importance of healthy snacking without sacrificing your favorite flavors. Next time you're after something crunchy like chips, try instead homemade apple chips. Apples are an excellent source of fiber and vitamins and minerals that we're all after. Just slice apples as thin as you can, sprinkle with cinnamon sugar, and bake in the oven at 200 degrees for 2 hours. After 2 hours, take your apple chips out of the oven and place them on the stove top to cool. This is what's going to cause them to harden and become crispy, crunchy, yummy snacks that you can enjoy as much as you like. For more ideas for healthy snacking, next time try apple chips instead of potato chips for more fiber and less fat. Instead of cookies, try homemade trail mix for a crunchy, sweet snack with fiber and omega-3s. And then for fresh vegetables, try dipping in hummus or Greek yogurt dip. For more healthy snack ideas, visit www.eatright.org.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to another season of advice with me, Mary. I've received plenty of letters, so let's get right down to it, shall we? All right, here's our first letter. This comes from Alexis in Ohio. Dear Mary, so for Christmas I thought I had bought my boyfriend really special, well thought out gifts, but it turns out he hated them. When we originally exchanged gifts, he told me he loved everything I got him, but a couple days later, when I was looking through his texts while he was in the shower, I saw a message to his mom telling her the gifts I got him were garbage. Can you tell me what you think of the gifts and if he's being an unappreciative jerk? I got him a 6-pack of tissue boxes because he's always sick with a stuffy nose, a lanyard for his keys because he's always losing them, moisturizer for his face because it gets dry in the wintertime, and a blanket with my face on it, so anytime he gets in bed with another girl, he'll see me and hopefully change his mind, unlike the last 4 times he cheated on me. Let me know what you think. Thanks, Alexis. Hey, Alexis. First of all, y'all should have been broken up a while ago. You regularly check his phone while he's in the shower, and he's cheated on you 4 times? Well, that's not the advice you're seeking, that's the advice you first and foremost need. But as far as the presents go, yeah, I think they suck. You're not his grandmother, you're his girlfriend, although you should be his ex-girlfriend, but whatever, that's not the point. I mean, really? Kleenex? That's not a Christmas gift, that's a back-to-school item. I understand where you're coming from, trying to alleviate the things that may cause him stress in his life, but Christmas is about getting gifts to enhance people's lives, not fix them. The best gift you could have given him was a cold-hearted dumping, and leave it unflushed. This next letter comes from Taylor from Tallahassee. Dear Mary, I'm in serious need of a Valentine. Every year I've always had a Valentine. Sometimes I've had several to choose from, but now, this year, I'm hopelessly and incredibly single. It's embarrassing almost. I've had this reputation of having a Valentine every year. I mean, I can't let down my friends, my fans, my family. Please help me get a Valentine before February 14th, or I'll be forced to send myself a rose anonymously to make it look like someone actually likes me. Thanks, Taylor. Wow, Taylor, you are the biggest attention whore I have ever met. Well, that I've ever read. We've never met, which is a shame because you sound so pleasant. Why don't you appreciate the fact that you have a mother and a father that love you? Well, a mother. If your father really loved you, you wouldn't be acting like this. So how about you stop complaining that you don't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day, because there are people in this world that don't have a mother on Mother's Day. Take that into consideration next time you complain about not getting enough attention. Run along now. This next letter comes from Cynthia in Memphis. Dear Mary, my name is Cynthia, and I don't know what to get my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. He's the love of my life, and I want to show him that he means the world to me. Unfortunately, Christmas, his birthday, and our anniversary fell within the same 2 months, so I'm fresh out of gift ideas to get him. I don't want to do just a dinner and movie. I want to do something really thoughtful. Do you have any ideas? Thanks, Cynthia. Girl, what are you thinking? You have this all backwards. You show your boyfriend love every day just by being his girlfriend and allowing him to touch your hoo-ha on a daily basis. Valentine's Day isn't about the woman buying the man gifts, it's about the man buying all the gifts. Valentine's Day is not your responsibility. No woman should feel obligated to buy her man gifts on this day. It is the sacred holiday where you don't buy anything at all except sit back and unwrap. It is all up to him to show that he loves you through presents, chocolates, and a giant teddy bear. Except those are really cliche gifts, so I hope he thinks a little outside the box this year. Good luck. Thanks, guys. Keep sending me your letters, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Witticism.